Get up, everybody. It is time for Get Up and Get Better.
Get better. Go get it.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching this week so far. We got some great stuff planned for today, tomorrow, and honestly every day, because everything talking motivation, inspiration is always great to talk about. And I'm actually going to talk about Rocky today. You know, I went like 6 episodes without talking about Rocky. Pretty good, but we're going to talk about Rocky 3. We talked about 1, we talked about 2, we're on to 3 now. And I got my favorite Rocky Balboa quote right there. Rocky 3 always was, when I was younger and going on long car rides, I remember turning Rocky 3 on. I just loved Rocky 3. You know, you had Apollo coming in as the trainer, you had, Eye of the Tiger, you had Clubber Lang, you had all these great aspects that continued to push the series forward, continue to push the envelope on what ideas you can bring into a boxing film. And, I mean, Rocky 3, spoiler alert, is when Mickey dies, his trainer, his inspiration for fighting moves on to the next life, and he's at a crossroads. He doesn't know what to do. He brings Paulie on for an even more important role, training, helping him train, and you actually see for the first time real conflict between Rocky and Adrian. So it's the first time in the series where you're starting to see that it's family life is starting to hit him, and when's it time to retire starts to hit him. He has a statue, he's beloved, he starts getting into sponsorships, and he's an absolute superstar in every sense of the word. And he's kind of slowly straying away from what he really is, and that's just a boxer from Philadelphia. And, a lot of pride aspects start coming into this, and he doesn't think that he was actually being given real fights, and he starts questioning himself. And there's so many good aspects of this film. It's one of the most enjoyable movies you could ever put on a television. It's just the fast pace, all of it. But I'm going to start with my favorite quote from the film. I think it's one that I say a lot, and you'll see on my page a lot. And he's talking with Paulie, who is very jealous of Rocky's success.
I want to listen to this crap.
Come on, you talk like everybody owes you a living.
Shut your mouth.
Look, nobody owes nobody nothing. You owe yourself.
Nobody owes nobody nothing. You owe yourself. I say that all the time, and it's the truth. This world owes you nothing. If your friends are doing great, that is awesome. Be proud and happy for them. But they owe you nothing. Your family, love them, support them, but they don't even owe you anything. Nobody owes you nothing. You owe it to yourself to build a living for yourself. You owe it to you to fight and take risks, and that's what life's about. Taking risks, taking chances. And nobody just owes you anything. And I have lived my life that way. I was raised that way. And I believe in that with my whole heart, that nobody owes you nothing. You owe yourself. And that's why I love that quote so much. And I'm glad that I believe in that, because I don't want anyone to just give me an opportunity. I always say, if I didn't work hard for it, if I didn't earn it, I don't want it. And that's just the way I live my life. And, I think this message is strong here. And after Mickey dies, he's starting to recognize that, was he just handed things? Was he just handed these easy fights? And that's not who he is. He wants to earn it. And I'm going to play this scene where Apollo starts training him, and he's starting to get down on himself. Mickey has passed away. He doesn't know if he can do it, and he's starting to question his legacy. And I'm gonna play this because I think it's super special.
I don't want this no more.
Look, man, when you beat me, I hurt all over, and I didn't want to know from nothing or nobody, not even my kids. But hell, every fighter knows that hurt, and we get sick inside trying to live with it. So don't back off now. Make it right for yourself, or you'll be sorry you didn't. We held the greatest title in the whole world, babe. You lost that fight, Rock, for all the wrong reasons. You lost your edge. All right. I know your manager dying had you all messed up inside. But the truth is, you didn't look hungry. Now, when we fought, you had that eye of the tiger, man, the edge. And now you got to get it back. And the way to get it back is to go back to the beginning. You know what I mean? Maybe we could win it back together.
So I could quote that whole scene. I love that scene. I think when I think of Rocky 3, that's what I think of. Because here comes Apollo, who was beaten by Rocky, but respects him so much and misses the game so much. He misses boxing so much that he's willing to put their past aside and say, let's do this together, because he knows Rocky represents what he represented in boxing, which is, you know, going after what you want. And Clubber Lang isn't representing what boxing's about. And he says, you know what? This guy needs my help. I can help him. And I think that's one of my favorite storylines of the entire Rocky franchise. That Apollo comes in and starts training him. It is just so perfect. It really is. It's just so perfect. And it continues the series on, and so many more stories. And, you know, he starts training him, and Rocky is starting to think that, you know, can he do this? Even still, he has Apollo by his side, but can he do this? And I'm going to play it.
You gotta fight, you gotta move!
Nothing in it, taking the meeting. He's up against the rope. Here's the corner.
He's hooking. Damn, Rod, come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow!
There is no tomorrow. And I find myself saying that to myself a lot when I'm working out. And you hear me say it all the time. We're not promised tomorrow. All you have is right now. All you have is today. All you have is this moment. There is no tomorrow. As of right now, there is no tomorrow. Because today is all we'll know. And I think when you're fighting, when you're training, when you're doing your job, when you're going through life, don't expect tomorrow to just be granted to you, because it won't be. And then, you know, Rocky finally confronts what is bothering him, what is really attacking him on the inside, and he confronts with Adrian on the beach. And I'm going to play that.
I don't believe in myself no more, don't you understand? When a fighter don't believe, that's it. He's finished, it's over, that's it.
That's not it!
That is it!
Why don't you tell me the truth?
What are you putting me through, Adrian? You want to know the truth? The truth is I don't want to lose what I got. In the beginning, I didn't care about what happened to me. I go in the ring, I get busted up. I didn't care. But now there's you, there's the kid. I don't want to lose what I got.
What do we have that can't be replaced? What? A house. We got cars. We got money. We got everything but the truth. What's the truth, damn it?
I'm afraid, all right? You want to hear me say it? You want to break me down? All right, I'm afraid. For the first time in my life, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid, too. There's nothing wrong with being afraid.
There is. For me, there is.
So he's afraid. He finally admits the truth. And I think it's important to recognize that you can be afraid. You don't always have to come off as tough, and that you can just fight through life and not show that, you know what, there are going to be moments in your life that frighten you. You don't know if you can do it, but you always have to understand that that's just a temporary feeling, and it will pass, because you have to overcome that fear. I'm going to end with the most motivational scene that gets me hyped up when I watch, is the end fight when Rocky starts to turn things around in the final round, or the final fight.
Ain't so bad. Ain't so bad. Ain't so bad. Come on, ain't so bad. You ain't nothing. Come on. You must be crazy or something. I'm crazy. You just a stupid fool. Yeah, maybe you're crazy. I ain't breathing heavy.
You ain't so bad. You ain't so bad. I'm crazy. I ain't breathing heavy. He's taking on that thing that frightened him. He's taking on that thing that made him afraid. And he's looking it right in the eyes and saying, I ain't breathing heavy. That's it. He's fighting what he's afraid of, and that's his career, his legacy, for his family, and he isn't letting anyone take what he has, which is his legacy, and what he loves, which is fighting. And that's why I love Rocky 3. And then to end it, I want to talk about this song. Figure why not? We're going to talk about a song today. We might as well talk about Eye of the Tiger, the concept of having the eye of the tiger. When you see me working out in the gym, I get my eyes just in line like a tiger, ready to strike. That's you feel it when you're working out, that you have that intensity in your eyes that this is mine, I'm going to take it. And that's what you should do when you're in the gym, when you're working out, when you're about to go after anything you want. This is mine and it's for the taking. I'm going to read the lyrics real quick. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival, and the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. And that's what life's about. Being ready to strike for anything like a tiger at any moment that you want and going for it. Because that's what Rocky symbolizes, going for it. And never let anything or anyone tell you that you can't do it, because you gotta go for it and you gotta go get better, because that's what life's about. When you're not good enough, you can get better and go do it. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody.